I haven't started a video like this in a while. Figured I might as well feed Trouser today.
Is he getting pissy?
Dude, he went for it hard.
Fuck him up, Trouser.
Oh! He's been hungry.
Attaboy.
Okay, so I got a wire wheel and I've been cleaning off all the exhaust valves just for now. I haven't gotten to the intake ones just yet. But as you can see, this is the last one I need to clean off right here. So all the others are cleaned over there. And I was just gonna show you the difference. This one has not been cleaned and it is just covered with shit. So got all that stuff off. Here's one that's cleaned. So yeah, and then the main reason I need to clean them is so then I can get the little suction cup thing to stick on the bottom of them right here. Once I get all these cleaned off, I will show you how I'm going to lap the valves. And the intake ones should go much faster because they just don't get as dirty because they're the intake valves and they don't have exhaust flowing through them. Okay, so I got all the valves cleaned off and right now I'm gonna go ahead and start lapping the valves. For those of you who don't know what that is, I don't know really how to explain it, but you get this paste right here and it's a grinding compound. It's made specifically for valves and it's pretty much like a sandpaper paste. So that's how I put it at least. And pretty much all you do is you get this little suction cup deal and stick this guy on to the bottom of the valve. And once you get this suction cup on there, you can just kind of lift them up like that. I'm probably gonna be taking each valve out individually and then just putting some paste on them like while it's out of there. But for right now, I just have one hand. So I'm just gonna show you how this works. So pretty much you'll get the valve out, then you'll put some paste on the inside of the valve right here and then maybe some on the where it seats as well. And then I just take both hands and just spin it like you're trying to start a fire or something, and then just apply a little bit of pressure downward and that will kind of seat it into place just like that. So that's pretty much all it is. And I did do this a while ago when I first built the hatch and it seemed to work pretty good. I got the valves nice and clean. So I figured while I had the head off and I was doing all this work anyway, I might as well do this because I'm not sure how much it actually helps the life of your engine or anything like that or performance, but it can't hurt. So, and these valves were pretty gummed up, so I'm sure I'm doing no harm by lapping the valves right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera up and just do one of them real quick and show you guys how it turns out. Okay, so real quick, I'm just gonna show you a before. So right there is where the valve seats, right along that little lip right there. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of crud on there. So after I do this, that is all gonna be cleaned out of there. And also here's a before on the valve as well. So all those little specks where it seats in the cylinder head, all of that shit is gonna get cleaned off. All right, so I'm just gonna do this first one real quick. So to do this, I'm just gonna take a little bit of this paste right here and I'm just gonna apply a thin layer around where the valve seats into the cylinder head right here. So I'm not sure if the lighting's good right there or not, but as you can see, I got just a thin layer of that stuff on there. And then I'm just gonna stick that into the cylinder head and put the suction cup thing on there and start spinning it back and forth. And that will clean out where the valve seats in the cylinder head. And as you do it too, you can kind of hear the paste in there smooth out. So you kind of have to like lift it up and move it around to get that stuff spread out everywhere. So after about a minute of doing that, this is what that first one looks like. There's still a couple little specks on there, but that's good enough for me. That's really clean. So as you can see, compared to the one right next to it, it is way better than that one. And these are what the valves look like right here. So the one on the left is the one I just did, and then the one on the right is still dirty. So what I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and finish up all the rest of them, and then I'm going to replace the valve seals. Okay, so I just got all my valves done. Everything should seat nicely now. And what I'm going to do now is pull out all my old valve seals and throw the new ones I got in right over here. So to do that, these old ones, they just pop off and you just need some pliers to get them off. But if you just try to do it with just pliers and just pull them off how they are, it's gonna be really hard. So they are on there pretty good. They're gonna be tough to get off. And I actually found out this little trick a couple years ago when I was doing my hatch. I found a video online, and what I do to get them off, because it worked really good, if you just get like a little torch or something, like a blowtorch, I just got this little butane torch right here, and heat up the inside of the valve seal right there till it gets like red hot, and then it will just pop right off with a pair of pliers. Super easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that right now, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So you just get it to where the top of that's nice and red hot, then you can start to see the rubber or whatever start to melt away, and that should be good right there. Then you quickly grab some pliers while it's still hot. Oh, hold on. Kind of hard with one hand. And there you go. Pops right off. So I don't know if you guys have ever tried this before, but if you just try to get them off with pliers without doing anything, they are like stuck on there hard. So that's just a nice little trick I learned. It makes it way easier to change them out. And then after you get them off like that, just make sure you clean up any leftover burnt chunks of it. All you got to do is get the new one, and it just pops right on, and you're good to go. Then you can put all the valves back in and then put the whole head back together. So now that I've shown you how I do it, I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest off, and once I get all the new ones on, I'll be able to put the head back together. And once it's back together, it's pretty much done from here, and the head should be good to go back on the car once I get all my parts. The only thing left I could really do to it is just kind of clean it up, get all this old gasket maker off, and that's pretty much it. So the head should be good to go once I'm done with it tonight. And also today I just got a new crank. So this one has been polished and it is good to go. So as you can see, this one is nice and shiny. This is the one I was gonna use, but you can even see it on camera, all the little scratches in there. So that's why I was skeptical about using that one. But I did get a new crank. So now all I need is the clutch. Got all the new valve seals put in. All the valves are back in place. So I went ahead and bolted up the homemade valve spring compressor, and I'm gonna go ahead and start putting everything back together. So this part is gonna suck, but hopefully it'll work, we'll see. All right, I didn't really show it, but I just pressed it down, same way I pulled it apart, and I was able to get the little keepers back into place. So it does work, it just kinda sucks. It took me like 5 minutes just to do that one. So I'm definitely gonna be sitting here for a bit to finish them all up. Just got all the valves done on the exhaust side. Actually worked pretty good. That maybe took me 20-25 minutes to get them all in there. So it wasn't too bad, but I still got to do the back side. And I think for now I'm just gonna stop where I'm at because I'm getting lazy and I've done quite a bit on this thing today. So I'm gonna get the other side done once I get up tomorrow, probably like 2 o'clock or something. But I'll get that done, get the head back together, and I might as well start throwing the block together since I did get my crank today. So that's really it for tonight.